Hello, good evening. How are you doing? I'm Derek Mawera. I'm your friend. Now, today being on 18th September 2024 is a very nice evening. It has the day has spent well, and now this time is a special moment. Now you have to take in on what I'm going to give out onto you, because there has been many speculations, many things going around, and many people have been asking, what is this we call a PhD group? And today I'm going to give you an outline and what is all about, when it started, who is the particle of the journey of that movement, and what does it intend to do in the next maybe 5-10 years, and what is its capacity to change the community. Right. Very nice. Today is a special day. As I have said, we shall start by knowing what is PhD. Now, PhD is a short form of the longest name called Professional Hospitality and Discipline Services. Now, why is it discipline services? Because the company called P.H.D is a shield. It's a name, it's a shield. Inside the shield, there are many companies, many services that are being offered by this company, by this group. And many may ask, when did this start? Or when these services started? Basically, PhD group started long 2018. It is the same time when a company called On Passive Technologies started. If you go into the network and search about On Passive, you'll get the information. So when then that company started, that is when PhD group started. But many people have just known, or it has just created attention to the people just last year. When did it start? 2018, because that is when an idea came about, and then now brings us to something we call the Chief Executive Officer of the group, who is not any other than Derek Mawera. Nice. For this group, having started a long time ago, it has more than 130 members. 130 members. Some of them are working regionally, locally, and internationally. And I'll come to explain that. PhD Group is a company of professionals and a company that is committed. And when we talk about commitment, actually, it depends on the people, on the leaders who are leading the group. That's when we refer as the company being committed. We are the team of professionals. I being the CEO of the group, I had vision to centralize the services that are run locally by the local government, local county governments, and the national governments. My vision was to centralize the services. Now, for example, we have got many students coming out from universities, from technical colleges, from other institutions, and they have technical skills. Now, where will all these students go after school? Right. We may say some of them, 50% of them will go to start their own businesses. But what about the 50%, the remaining 50%? Let's say 25% of them, they'll be absorbed by the government services. Some of them will go to the military services, some of them will go to the prestigious. They'll be absorbed by others, by the government. Now, let's talk about the remaining 25% of these people, these students, who are basically coming from the technical scale, the technical institutions, the universities. Where will they go? When we talk about 25% of the population of the students, we basically talk of millions of students. Right, let's come back here. Let's give just a little calculation. We well understand, as the economy it is, not many who can stand up to start their businesses today, unless maybe they have a background financial support, or they have an access to the finance which do not necessarily pressure them in returning or in paying back. And in this case, we don't have much of these people, much of these students. So I was in a dilemma. How can I change the situation? How can I change the dialogue? How can I change the negotiation between the students coming from the universities with the technical skills, to the national government, to the parastatals, to the companies, to the government? How can we bridge the conversation? How can we bridge the business ideas, all the jobs opportunities? And that now drove me to think of something very concrete, and something that is not obviously be appreciated by the stakeholders, but it was an idea that will basically support these students coming from universities, technicals, and colleges and other colleges. And by this case, many people, in that time, since I could not discuss that idea to many friends, because we understand the situation is that if you just share your idea, somebody may just look at somebody may just stare at you, somebody may just think that you've now started becoming out of your mind. I could not discuss such an idea because it was a great idea inside me. It was a big idea when shared, but I could keep for myself until 2020 January, when I felt pity for the community, because the government, the local government that was in the state that time could not do much to the people, and therefore, due to that, to the lamentation of the people, that drove me now to share now the idea, but in another direction. Let me just tell you what happened. I sat down and just analyzed how I can help the community through empowerment, through youth empowerment. And I did this. January 15th, 2020, I just found an opportunity to share my vision to develop my word. Then I saw after now developing a ward, I'll go next to the constituency. From the constituency, I go to the county government, and then from the county government, I would now have an opportunity now to creep into the national government. I started hunting for jobs for these people, for the youth, and for our fathers, for our daughters, those who think they can work from maybe other companies, other security companies, from all levels of the community, or from all the levels of parastatals. So I yet I started now actualizing my idea. Back end of my idea is to make sure that I go nationally, so that I can be able now to bridge well the employers and the employees. Little did I know that it will go viral, it will go big, it will grow big. And there's a perspective as which I was looking at that direction of my company. It now changed me, and it changed my dream as well. So due to that step I took to hunt for these opportunities, for these people, not only I found opportunities and the favor of God that followed me to the companies that I was going to hunt a job from, not only that favor, but it also increased my knowledge, increased my voice, increased my diverse skills to tackle the situations. I later came to discover that with such a big vision, it was to be encountered by many challenges on the way. And so I was very eager enough to discuss more of the things that are necessary to put down such a company, to put down such a vision into actualization, and the same thing to be appreciated by the community and the county government and many other people outside there. Now, it came a time in 2021. Some of my good friends started saying now, telling me now, for this time now, I think you have an opportunity now to get into politics. So you see now the perspective of my people that I was looking job for. They started now saying, now it is the high time now to support you now to get into the leadership, and now after leadership, now you can lead us more and more. You can empower us more and more. Now, during that time, it was remaining just 1.5 years to me to the election, to the national election, and I tried my best. I tried my best to discuss with the people about the leadership of the ward at the time, to discuss with the people what the challenges that they think I can help them solve when I am in the leadership. You get that? So it was an opportunity that was available at that time, and that's that idea of these guys telling me to join the political class. It was not a bad idea, because in some ways I saw that it is a good idea to get into politics and help them in a return to help them now develop the community and to empower youths with more jobs opportunities and the creation of jobs. We tried to discuss with the people about the vision, about how we can change the world of that constituency, and somewhat I did not manage to get to election. There was some many speculations that I just feared the election. I just felt it's not the right time, But due to my own reasons, I just at that time I just avoided the political alignment that they wanted to put because you understand at that time there was a very stiff competition of who has money, who does not have money, and that was basically discussed to some counties, not everywhere, because we understand some parts it was totally different, and to my ward, to my constituency, to my county, it was a bit different from those counties you felt you can campaign without money, you can do, and those sort of things. So I was very much eager to develop my community. But I saw it is also a good idea to just get one step backward from the political alignment, from the political class, and now start and all continue to hunt jobs for these youths, to empower them more, to create job opportunities for them, and to empower them more, because the moment I empower them, then even to get into politics, it will be a simple job. It will be a thing of the past. And so that's where I started pushing the idea of PhD. I started hunting jobs for these guys. I started looking for jobs here and there, everywhere, to make sure that these guys, these women, these men get into jobs, places. You understand that? And so God did supported me. He supported me a lot. That to every company I got in, they facilitated me opportunities. There was some just little statistics about what I do, what I intend to do, and then they could give me the forehead to request my guys, to request my youths to and get enrolled with some 1, 2, 3 documents and get into the jobs and start earning their living. Even today, they still remember me, they still appreciate me for doing what they couldn't have meant those times, and also that the same people who I did for them those times, even as of now, some of them are still working. So that's something to appreciate. Something else to remember. The PhD group having several companies to work under it. We should not forget it's an agency. It's an agency that will bring all that can be used as an advocate for employee and employer. That this company is basically there to protect the rights of an employee and the rights of an employer. So by that you can just try to understand the information I'm trying to give out. Despite providing for your jobs, creating jobs, and to some point I'll just discuss little by little details about these things I'm talking about. I'm talking generally. I'm just giving you the skeleton of what is PhD, right? So objectives of this company is very clear. Mission statements is very clear, and the vision of this company is very clear, because in the next 1 year we want to see thousands of youths, thousands of women, thousands of men coming forward and giving out the testimony about what PhD Group has done for them. Because we believe in the creation of jobs, we believe in the hunting of jobs, and we believe in the legitimacy of jobs from our sources. So the speculations about the legitimacy of the jobs, about the safety of the jobs, about the places of these jobs, the company takes care of that. What you only need to do is to register with us. And to register with us, just um, get to the Facebook page, go to everywhere, and where you can access the details that you can use to register from to the company. When you get to the register, you'll be enrolled, you'll be contacted, you'll be interviewed, and the panel will get to know your capability. And then from that point, now after knowing your capability and discussing your problems, all your motive, all your driven spirit towards joining P.H.D group, will define to them the type of job, the type of workforce, the type of partnership, the type of anything that you want to do inside the P.H.D group. So again, I repeat, P.H.D group is a group of companies, and P.H.D group is a corruption-free company. So let nobody call you in the name of P.H.D group and tell you produce 10,000, produce 20,000 to get a job. Please, P.H.D group is a free corruption agency. Whether you want to get a job outside the country or you get to get jobs locally, it's our responsibility and it is our watch that you get the best job, your rights be protected, your safety in the workplace is protected, and employers' rights are protected. And for this case, we will have built the community, the positive community, the community that is there to support the government to develop the situation. Because my aim is to make sure that those all students, those people who feel that they have been neglected by maybe the government, the families, and everywhere, and even today, you remember in the former years, we used to say that in the family, a husband is the one who chases out there the woman or the wife. But in nowadays, we find that men are being chased away by their wives, and therefore, in all ways, if you are a window outside there, if you are single mom, single dad outside there, you need a job, approach the panelist of P.H.D group. Let them help you access the job that is affordable, a job that is favorable to you. You can feel comfortable in working. And then from there, when you get help, you'll be able now to help others. Because our aim is to help you, and then after you acquire our help, you get to help other people or the next person. Because many people are on the line looking for jobs. Each and every day I get a mail. Each and every day I get a message. Each and every day I get a call asking, do you have job opportunities? Do you have vacant? Do you have any referral? Do you have And then after giving out these opportunities, 50% of them come to the company and say thank you, comes to the company and say, we really appreciate we have this. But 50% do it otherwise. They help other people, other communities out there. They take them, they refer them far and wide. And that's our love, that's our wishes, because that is what we are intended to do. So if you don't come and tell me thank you, tell the company thank you, tell the executive thank you, the panelists thank you, say a thank you by helping the other person in line. Make sure that any place that you are, you create an opportunity for other person. Don't start seeing those opportunities like you are threat to be dismissed from the job, or for that person to be considered better than you. No, God. When we talk about the humanity, the humanity way. Let me use the simplest word. When we talk about the humanity, is when you don't want to see your friend, your neighbor, or your sister or your brother in problems, and you have the capability to help him or her, or to refer him or her to the available job opportunities. That's why I'm saying, if you get up on an opportunity, make sure you create an opportunity for the other person. Not by dismissing yourself from the workplace. No, by trying to get the spaces available in where you are working from. Maybe you're working in an hotel, and you discover that in your hotel there is a vacant that has been created. Maybe there's somebody who have dismissed him or herself, or he or she has been dismissed by the management of the company. Now that the moment now you call, you refer, you try to get that person who you consider to the opportunity or the space. And that's how you'll change the conversation. That's how you'll change the economy. Hope you get me clearly. Now, P.H.D group is entitled to work from all corners of the globe, all corners of the earth. So if you get this message, and maybe you have a vacant in Europe, you have a vacant in Asia, you have a vacant in America, please don't hesitate to reach me out through the conversation contacts that will be given out to the bio. Ask me, request me, send me a mail. Let have those spaces filled by